Hello, my friend, my frog friend. Is this your reading? Let's see. Starting out, of course, we have the frog, which would be a water element creature. If I can find it. There it is. Here it is, your description. Clearing, cleansing, healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse, you need water and self-care. Now, the next bit, of course, is this reading for you? I went for 6 cards, and of course I got 7. So, this last card is something to keep in mind. It says a change for the better. So we start off with the dragon, which means that you have been, or perhaps are inclined to, fool yourself a little bit. Perhaps especially in your dealings with a woman with dark complexion or dark hair. The month of April has some significance for you, whether the past or the future. And an announcement, perhaps in April, or about April, or an announcement about something that is happening in April. We also have ring, a marriage will take place, but it says either romantic or business, so I'm not seeing an indication here of either one. It could be, so I'm saying it could be either one. But there's also this misunderstanding, perhaps in connection with your self-delusion, potential self-delusion. But there will be a change for the better, perhaps in April. So, hopefully that will help you to determine if this is your reading or not. Let's see what your messages are. Or what is your concern for today? I mean, there's quite a few potentials here, actually. Sometimes I don't have any, and I wonder why you're here. But, frog person, it looks like you have too many to choose from. And for some reason, I felt compelled to pull out my Santa Muerta Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks, and I tend to use it a lot, just because I like it. Wow. Okay, I was trying to figure out, why are you here today? And the first card out is the Emperor. The next card out is 3 of Pentacles. So, working with the Emperor, whether that's within yourself or in somebody else. Let's see. We have the Ace of Cups, which for me is all about the heart chakra, getting in touch with your own emotions. So a lot of self-awareness and being open, learning to be more open. But we have the 7 of Swords next to that. And the 7 of Swords is lies, deceit, betrayal. But we also have hope and reflection. So perhaps there is hope that upon reflection, there's a path through these lies, deceits, and betrayals. Perhaps there's a hope that by working with the Emperor is consistent. The Emperor has integrity. They are authentic. They live according to their beliefs. This emperor has a weapon, which is unfortunate, because a true emperor doesn't need a weapon. A true emperor leads through example. People want to follow them because they are a whole person. They are living their truth. And that shines through and inspires others to follow them. So they are not a demagogue. They are not a false idol kind of person. They're the real deal. And if they are consistent. They do what they do because it's right, not because of any rewards that are expected. They will take care of others because that's the right thing to do. And to go from the Seven of Swords to the Emperor is a very big leap, and it will definitely take a lot of self-awareness, a lot of working with inner truth. But perhaps that's where you're at. Now, the other thing to consider is that the Santa Muerte deck has an oddly positive view of the Seven of Swords. Now, it talks about reflecting, spending some time thinking. And renewed trust. Specifically, it says, renewed trust through which we can overcome debate, gossip, or problems directly connected to fear. So, it's very likely that the lies, deceit, and betrayal were fear-based. I mean, why else would you do that? I suppose it's possible that there are people who do that not based out of fear, but they're not you. But yes, learning to work with your emotions, to be more honest with yourself, and open with your heart. That will help you to become this emperor. The emperor has emotions. The emperor isn't afraid of their emotions. They use them as information to help guide them to make right choices and be a good or better person. Okay, this went off in a slightly unexpected direction. What else? The next card will be the center of the reading card. There it is. Once again, we have rings. See? Ring, ring. I do not choose the cards. They just come out this way. Transformation, change. So there is the desire for change, for a complete change of direction, a complete change of course, disruption, iceberg, more than meets the eyes. A lot's going on that's unseen. So this is, so we see rings and we automatically think of marriage, but, and it could be that, But it can also be any sort of commitment contract. So remember, this said a marriage, either romantic or business, and this is definitely still in that category, marriage or business, agreements, contracts, partnerships, commitments. But it's also karma and reaping what you sow. Now, then we have the elephant coming out. The elephant is obviously wise and good at removing obstacles. But there's also an element of psychic abilities. This says lucid dreams are telepathy. I have in my other deck, I think it also says telepathy. But you get the idea. There's an implication of perhaps new abilities coming to the surface. Alchemy. So we have boomerang, the return of something. It could be a thing. It could be health, money, friendship, a relationship, enthusiasm, energy. People saying you were right all along. And a quest. But it may be a quest to deal with some difficult aspects of yourself. We have alchemy here, so you're wanting to transmute something, probably something about yourself. It does say spell work and potions. I'm not of that particular bent. Maybe you are. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a message about your let's see. We have a detour going off in a different direction. Definitely a love interest, so this could be, definitely a love partnership kind of thing. But we have this need to turn something into something else. And then we have geese. On a quest, dependable, leaves no one behind, cyclical and faithful. It's funny we have a bird here and a bird here. So, transformation and change, alchemy. Lots of transformation and change. Oh, that's what I grabbed. Expectation. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Well, that sounds like fun. Definitely a more specific message than I expected. Perhaps that's what you're concerned about. So you're heading off in a different direction. Is there going to be anybody there? And sounds like yes, there will be other people there. They will be supportive. A different kind of support. Let me see. Misunderstanding. A change for the better. I know I've made a complete mess of this now. All right, let's just get these out of the way. Okay. What does the Oracle deck have to say to you today? No, wrong deck. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh. The Shaman deck is in a hurry to talk to you. Oh, Beauty Way. Maybe I'll read that one to you just because I really like that card. Okay, so we have Thunder, we have the Blade, and we have Beauty Way. Thunder, 56. The essence. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything, both awesome and frightening. When thunder arrives, it is also a wake-up, one that you will not soon forget. The invitation. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. The medicine. Do you feel like unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story? Or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. People really underestimate the toxicity of drama. And when other people are being dramatic or causing drama, that's a red flag. It's a huge red flag. And if you're the one who's being dramatic or causing drama, it's a red flag in you too. Wherever the drama is coming from, it needs to be addressed in one way or another. All right, next we have the Blade. The essence. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. The invitation. You are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power, so take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely. Now we have the medicine, which is the opposite message. It's time to put down the sword and place it back in its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. Remember, we were just talking about it with the drama. Don't let the blade be used for drama. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Perhaps you have some temper problems? Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. So I don't know which one you are, the person who needs to stand up for themselves and cut away the drama, or the person that needs to master their emotions, their temper, and put their blade away so that they don't cause more drama. All right, now we have Beauty Way. Beauty Way. The essence. The Beauty Way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty into every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The invitation. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses. Take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. The medicine. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment, and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness and flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by the superficial beauty of a project or relationship you are toying with, unless you are willing to pay a price for it later. The Beauty Way is a Navajo tradition, and this little thing does not really capture it. But if you want to look it up online, it is a very challenging way to live. It sounds like, this book makes it sound like positivity. It gets into a little bit more than that. But Beauty Way in the Navajo tradition is much more challenging than that. It's not just about seeing beauty, it's about being beauty and creating it and fighting for it. Anyway, you should look that up because I can't give you all the details off the top of my head. And it is a very powerful and challenging path if you can follow it. All right. That Beauty Way card is just keeps sucking me in. I am wishing you all the best, and I hope you find the right path for yourself. It looks like drama is a big issue for you, whether you're creating it or someone else is, or it's just something you're very accustomed to, which I think is the case. And that's very common. A lot of us grow up in toxic families and communities, so there's always drama going on, and we think it's normal because that's the way our lives have always been. But it's not. It's not normal, it's not healthy. Side note, the numbers 11 and 12 may have meaning for you. I just spotted them in the store card. Okay. I am wishing you all the best. It looks like you have had plenty of drama, and I hope you find some peace. Good luck.